How long could you live on this homemade houseboat with no additional supplies? To find out, I'm going to the most extreme lengths, surviving aboard solo for as many days as I can. Oh man.
Oh, shoot. This ain't easy, let me tell you.
One big wave could just swamp this thing. I will do whatever it takes to survive out here. My first full day has to start at sunrise, so I'm heading out there the night before. But first, we've got to fill a cooler, and we've only got 15 minutes to try to get everything we need out of the grocery store. Boy, am I lucky. Huge thank you to the very kind employees at Shaw's for letting me check out last minute there. That was the craziest 15-minute grocery run I've ever done.
Get a load of this honker.
It's freaking huge. I only skipped a couple things on the list to make it out of there on time, so I think we'll be good. The goal is simple: survive for as many days as I can out on the water. But I will also face a list of ongoing challenges and a unique daily challenge every single day.
Oh, come on.
Testing myself mentally and physically.
Hopefully we find our way all right.
Exploring new places.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
And leaving them in better shape than I found them. But the games begin. Well, we've arrived at the marina. There's just one problem. It's raining outside. I don't really want to load up all my gear and have it get soaked in the boat, so we're gonna hang out for half an hour. This is gonna be exciting.
1 hour later.
Once I push off from this dock, I am not allowed back to the mainland, and I cannot have any supplies delivered to me. Well, here we go again. Back out on the boat at nighttime. I do have the good old trusty spotlight. This feels oddly similar to a previous adventure we've been on. It appears that I missed my turn and sent myself right up onto a sandbar. Totally up on a sandbar. Yeah, hopefully we don't have a repeat of that tonight. It is still pretty low tide, so I've got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Hopefully I'll see you over at the houseboat without any major challenges. For the first half of the trip out, I could see buoys to navigate, but then I was forced to slow down and pull out a map to navigate in the complete darkness. Ooh-wee. All right, got everything packed away. Been keeping just this little accent light super dim because turning on the lights draws in bugs, as we saw with that spotlight over there. It draws in bugs from miles around, and I wanted to wait until I had everything inside. All that's left to do is unload our grocery haul into the fridge freezer here, which is still running, and then drop the table down into bed mode because it is near 2 a.m. Oh, it's past 2 a.m. and we've got some big days ahead of us. So it's about time to get some shut-eye. As relaxing as the lapping waves and strong breeze were to fall asleep to, they would grow much worse come morning. Having gone to bed just 3 short hours ago, this was not the most appreciated wake-up. I can feel the wind and the waves picking up by the minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. One big wave could just swamp this thing and it would sink. At least it would still be tied on. The engine's not gonna work too well. But I can't afford to sit around and worry. It's time to begin tackling the ongoing challenges. First up, for as long as I'm out here, I will run to the top of Choate Island every morning in an effort to beat my best time. Next, there are 4 clear goals. Catch a 50-inch fish, which I've never done. Find 5 different colors of sea glass for my girlfriend Hadley, who turns sea glass, shells, and driftwood into some of the most incredible artwork I have ever seen. Number 4, pick up 100 pieces of trash. Last but not least, have a random guest aboard so I don't go completely insane out here by myself. I will need to keep all of these challenges in mind the entire time that I'm out here. But right now, it's time to focus on today's unique challenge, which, to be a little bit nice to myself, is to set a baseline time running to the top of Choate Island for the very first time. Okay, day 1 island run begins right now. Here we go. Did I mention I don't even know where we're going right now? I've never been there before. Hopefully we find our way all right. Wow, look at that. Oh, little baby coyote. Oh, little baby coyote. Oh my gosh. Better watch out for Mama. I don't want her getting upset with me. What a beautiful morning. Wow. We gotta keep moving. We are trying to set a baseline here after all. Wow. Holy cow. We gotta be getting close now. Whoa, there's the summit right there. And look at this view, are you kidding me? Holy cow. Oh my gosh, I just got the chills. Up that way is New Hampshire and Maine. I think that's Portland all the way up there. The camera's not doing justice right now. That is just so expansive and so beautiful. I'm so lucky that I got such a clear day. Wow. Just realized I was so distracted I forgot to stop the run timer, but whatever. I ended up spending a while listening to birds I had never heard before, and even observing birds I had never seen before. Then, on my way back down the hill, that is just insane. Oh my gosh. I can't get 5 feet without having to stop to take a photo of a beautiful view, or look at a flower, or listen to a new bird I haven't heard before, try to spot it. Oh my gosh. Gobble, gobble. How's it going, guys? Wow, you look tasty. But we're not gonna do that today. Wow. Well, that just totally reinforces what I was about to say to you. I'm realizing as I stop to look at all these things and take it all in, that I really could care less about my run time and how fast I can get to the top of this island. It'd be cool to see if I can improve every day, but I think it's more cool to just take my time and take this all in. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I wish I had my camera and wildlife lens that's on the houseboat, but I couldn't run with that. So I've decided I'm gonna scrap the run idea because the wildlife and sharing it is more important to me. So the new objective is to photograph a minimum of 3 interesting things each day that I come out here. And boy, did interesting things present themselves as I began walking back to the dock. Down at the beach, it would have been nice to have found at least 1 piece of sea glass, but I have never been so excited to find a piece of trash. Then 2, 3,
6, 7, 9, 13.
On this first trip, I managed to collect 37 pieces of trash. Though I did end up paying a price for this dilly-dally.
Oh boy. I done did it again.
And this water looks like it's gonna be really fun to walk in. Thankfully, I brought my water shoes. The wind is still ripping through here, but I had to go scope out a spot for a different challenge later this week, so I threw some casts in while I was out and about, but nothing yet. Back at the houseboat, conditions are still pretty rough, but calm enough to enjoy a nice brunch.
Yep. Got a little scrambled eggs, some berries, some banana nut oatmeal, and a little Greek yogurt action. And now it's time for the coffee nap. This is gonna hit nice.
After an afternoon in the office and a late lunch, it was about dinner time when...
Guys, we gotta lock this place up and run right now. I was just hanging out, working, taking in this beautiful sunset, and look what I spotted over here. Whole bunch of birds diving, which is typically a really good sign of fish. We gotta jump in Ponyo and get over there ASAP.
All right, crazy guy, calm down. We'll go fishing.
What a beautiful evening to get out here, try to do some fishing. Well, we're gonna do some fishing. We'll see if we do any catching. Oh man, I don't know. Might have missed it. I'll keep casting and let you know if I get anything. Oh, 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 oh yeah, boys. Oh, he got off. Oh, no, never mind. He's still on. Oh, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Oh yeah, that's a striper right there. Oh yeah. Oh man. Holy cow. This guy's got some energy. Oh, no way, it got off. Oh man. Ah. Well, let's keep trying. Oh, 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 oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, it got off, he spit it out. Oh no. No, we're back on. Oh man. Oh, that's a smart fish right there. What's going on? Did I straighten the hooks out on this? Oh, look at that. You see that? I straightened out the hook on this. That was a big fish. Let's put a different lure on. Oh man. All right, we've got a new lure on. What a shame. That might have been our 50-incher there. That was a big fish. I'm gonna run back up there, see if we can get a big boy. Oh! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, no, not again. Did he straighten the hook on this? No? Okay, let's get him. Come on. Man, that is crazy. Well, it's starting to get late. This might have to be our last attempt I can't believe we've hooked up the past 3 drifts. And they've all gotten off. Oh my gosh, fingers crossed. I just got lit up 3 more times by big fish. And yet again, another one of the hooks got straightened out. Look at this. Check this out. On the last one, it was the bottom hook. On this one, look it. Just straightened that hook right out. You see that? It should be curved like these two. It's straightened out and the fish just got right off because it was so big. That's insane. Same thing happened to this one. Look. See that? So we're down to 1 more, which is on this rod. Let's run back up there. Oh my gosh, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Oh yeah, we're on, boys, we're on. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a big fish, holy smokes. Oh yeah. All right, I'm just gonna let him get tired so I don't, hopefully, so I don't straighten that hook out. Oh yeah, that's a big fish. Oh no, it spit it out. He got off. Oh man. Oh, these are still straight though. He just must have spit it out. Smart fish. This is just torturous. Torturous. I've hooked up like 8 times on huge fish. Oh. All right, I just ran up to the spot again here. I just called my dad, who is the most talented angler I know. And I asked him what's going on here, and he said, I need to loosen the drag and just let the fish tire themselves out, because right now I have the drag too tight, which is this. I had it like that, which is hard to pull, so I need to loosen it. Just let them run and take line and get tired, because the ones that I bent the hook, this is just tangled right now. So the ones that I bent the hook, I probably worked them too hard, and I straightened the hook out. So, all right, let's try it again with the loose drag. I'm determined right now. Oh, we're on. Oh, you're kidding. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. I have the drag loose. I'll loosen a little more. Oh, come on. My dad also said that these big fish, they have been hooked before and they know how to get off. So they do a big violent head shake and they're able to get the lure out sometimes. So that's just out of my control. But, oh man, I am just hell-bent on getting one of these. There's some big fish here. Oh, come on. This is crazy.
And on that note, it was time for an unusually late dinner and finally some much needed rest before an exciting challenge tomorrow. But exciting challenge aside, when I woke up in the morning and looked out the window, I could hardly believe my eyes.
Again?
The birds are back, and you know what that means.
I just had one on, but he got off. The birds might have vanished, but there are some nice fish here following me up to the boat. I had one on for a second. Clearly these are some smart fish that know how to get off though. So I'm gonna keep trying at it. The one problem is we are running very low on this little small fuel tank for Ponyo here. And the rules of the challenge say I cannot go back into civilization, to the fuel dock, or any store for that matter. Thankfully, today's sponsor Upside is here to help.
Upside is an app that gives you cash back on gas, groceries, and food. Not points that you forget about, not credits that expire, money that you can transfer directly to your bank account. Before filling up, I just open the Upside app. It already knows which station you're at. Hit claim, fill up as normal. In this instance, I'll just snap a picture of the receipt. And just like that, cash back is on its way. I'm getting 33 cents back for every gallon of gas. And I'm getting 38% cash back for dinner tonight. And with over 100,000 participating locations, you'll be able to use Upside nearly anywhere you go. And unlike most programs, you can actually stack your Upside cash back on top of your existing credit card and loyalty rewards. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code SALVAGE to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using the promo code SALVAGE. Thank you so much, Upside, for sponsoring today's adventure. Now let's get back to fishing.
Oh yeah. We got one on. We got one on. Oh yeah. I don't think this is the 50-inch monster that we're looking for, but it feels like a decent fish. Feels good to hook up on that last drift. I was about to throw in the towel. Oh yeah. Maybe this is a big fish, I don't know. Oh. Yep. Yep. Come on. You have a lot of energy, don't you? Beautiful fish. Oh yeah. Look at that. What a beautiful fish. Beautiful color on this thing. Woo-hoo! All right, let's measure it up and throw it back in. Tip of the tail to the front. Oh my gosh, that's a keeper. Look at that. 30 and a half inch fish right there. That's a keeper. We could have that for dinner, but I'm not prepared to do that right now. All right, back in you go. Woo! That was awesome. All right, we have a challenge to complete today.
So back at the houseboat, I'm charging up these batteries that we'll need for the challenge. The other day, I saw this video of a guy flying his RC plane like a helicopter. I have never flown a plane like that. So I'm watching YouTube videos trying to learn how, because today's challenge is to become a stunt pilot. This plane came with wheels attached, so I'm swapping them out for a pair of floats for the water. Based on this guy's video, I picked out 3 stunts for us to try and learn, ranging from easy to difficult. First, I have to try to do a vertical takeoff straight up out of my hand.
Of course, now the wind is starting to get a little gusty, which that's probably not ideal.
And it's gonna be a real bummer if I crash this thing because it was a gift from my girlfriend.
I'm so scared right now. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh my gosh! That actually worked really well.
But this was the easiest stunt on the list by far. Next, I've got to try to land and drive the plane on just one ski.
Let's go for it. Oh, we gotta do a better job though.
When it came to driving or taxiing around on one ski,
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I was able to get the hang of things pretty quickly. The actually landing on one ski part is pretty challenging. This is about as close as I got to actually landing on the one ski.
Well, that went well. Plane's still in one piece. Now for the hardest of all, which from the videos I've watched and what I've read, hovering is pretty advanced. It's a plane. It's not supposed to hover like a helicopter. So this is gonna be challenging. This is what I'm actually nervous about.
The third and final stunt is a hover. This guy's so good, he even dips the tail of the plane into the water. I don't know if we'll get there today. In an effort to give us the best chances possible, I installed these optional weights in the tail of the plane, and I swapped out this carbon rod that's really lightweight for a heavier metal one to shift weight to the back of the plane, hopefully helping us hover.
I have to take the plane out of the safety mode and put it into like the pro mode, and I have no protection when I'm doing it this way, which is kind of scary. Oh, I kind of just hovered there a little. All right, here we go again.
I tried again and again and again, but I was really struggling to get the plane into a stable hovering state. It was honestly pretty sketchy. And then a big gust of wind came along.
Oh, that was close.
And nearly led to the plane's demise.
My heart is racing right now. Oh my gosh.
But I was determined to get this plane to hover.
I don't know if I'm gonna get this. This is like really, really difficult. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. Guys, I just hovered. That was cool. All right, let's try to do it again, but like a little closer.
I should have quit while I was ahead though.
Oh gosh, that was close. Oh, it literally just died. Oh my gosh, that's lucky timing right there. Where do you think they're going?
That was seriously awesome. I had a blast doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me and getting a little taste of RCs because they're one of my favorite things ever. One of my other favorite things ever is lunch. And it's lunchtime right now, which means it's mega sub time. Just check this thing out. Look at that. Don't you just want to freaking... After lunch, we gotta head back out to the island. Because I can't forget about those ongoing challenges. And I'm actually really excited to go take some wildlife photos. Because I haven't gotten out on a proper photography walk since school many years ago. And there's something really relaxing about walking around snapping photos. I definitely needed a little warm-up. But then I stumbled across these guys. Look at how camouflaged they are in the rocks. These cute sandpipers let me get really close to them. But their friends the killdeer, who are also really well camouflaged, did not want me getting anywhere near them. I also took a couple landscape shots, including this one where you'll see these trenches cut into the salt marsh. Originally, these trenches were cut to help dry the marsh out so that farmers could harvest the salt hay, which they used to feed their animals. Come 1930, additional trenching was done in an effort to control the mosquito population. Anyways, as I worked my way around the island, I came across something on a tree branch. When I zoomed in, I saw somewhat of a bony structure, and then these two teeth. And I realized whatever this was laying on its back. The little bits of fur and the size make me think maybe this was a squirrel or something, but I'm not entirely sure. I do think a bird probably brought it up here as a meal. When it came to viewing live animals, sitting patiently and waiting proved to be successful when this cute little catbird came along. It was also about this time that some trash presented itself. I could break out the bag I brought with me and switch my sights to our trash goal. There is so much cool stuff out here. So much cool stuff. Birds, dragonflies, beautiful plants and trees that I don't typically see. It's just gorgeous. Today I managed 41 pieces of trash, bringing our total to 78 pieces. Back at the houseboat, I got to editing these photos and planned on doing this whole story time thing where I'd tell you about the birds and stuff that I saw, but I ended up talking for like 20 minutes. A little bit of loneliness has begun to set in. Normally, Hadley and I would be enjoying a nice meal together. For dinner this evening, burgers again. One with ketchup and one with ketchup and mustard. We got some green beans, and gonna watch some Luke McFadden. Gonna watch a video of him camping out on his boat in the winter while I'm camping out on my boat.
Single digits. We're getting a blizzard tonight and all day tomorrow.
So tomorrow's challenge was going to be to try to catch a keeper striped bass, which is a 28 to a 31-inch striped bass. That's the slot that you can keep those fish and eat them. We got one of those today, and I realized I was like, this is kind of a lot of food. This is a lot of food. This could feed like 6 people. I'm not gonna eat all that fish, and I'd rather wait and save that experience of catching our dinner and having it out here on the boat with some other people. So I'm gonna save that idea for another time, and instead tomorrow's goal is gonna be to go ham fishing and try to catch that 50-incher that we've been after the past couple days here. And it's a little bit windy out there. Oh, look at that moonlight. It's a little bit windy out there, but I can't stop thinking about last night when I spontaneously zipped across the bay and we ran into those like massive fish. Oh, I need to get some bigger equipment for next time, because I think if I had a bigger rod with heavier line, heavier lure, or maybe just like stronger hooks, we could have brought some of those monsters in, and I bet we would have gotten close to that 50-inch. But anyways, I want to go try to catch some fish. I am going to set a time limit. It's 9:37 right now. I think we should probably give ourselves a maximum 1 hour time limit, because we were out there for like 2 hours last night. All right, let's go.
Guys, this is insane. I was about to throw in the towel, and then I came up to a new spot really quick, and I'm seeing fish left and right in the water with my spotlight. There's one. Oh.
Well, if that doesn't scream fishing, I don't know what does. They are some curious creatures, those things. Yesterday, absolutely slammed them. Tonight, no dice. Completely skunked. Ooh, yeah. Okay, time to turn this into a bed and go to sleep. I'll see you for some more fishing tomorrow. Looks like a great day to go fishing.
I was just throwing my gear on, and you're not gonna believe this. Look at this. Look it.
Looks like there's another feeding frenzy. Over there, the birds are diving again, which is when we had luck. So let's go. I ended up fishing this spot for over half an hour, but no luck. So it was off to the next spot.
We're on, boys. We got a fish on. Oh, this feels like a good sized fish. He just took a lot of line. I just gotta remember my dad's advice. Don't horse it. Let him get tired. Don't bend the hook or snap the line. Oh, come on. Come on, don't go around the anchor line. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. He's down there. Come on. All right, look at that. That's a beautiful fish right there. Whew. Tip of the tail to the nose. Oh, it's another keeper. Look at that. 31 inches. Oh, baby. We found another big feeding frenzy. A lot of birds diving up here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. Isn't that a cute little fella? Really beautiful, healthy little fish. Let's let him go.
I'm headed to one more spot before the tide runs completely out.
Oh my gosh. Second cast from this new spot. And I got a nice fish on from the feel of it. Oh. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Woo. Another beautiful fish right there, boys. Beautiful. All right. Let's get the hook out. Let's get a quick measurement. Pinch the tail. That is another keeper. You're kidding me. 30 and a half. All right. You ready to go back? Nice. Phew. That's awesome. Having a lot of luck today, actually. The fact that we've bopped around to so many different places and found fish in every one, except for the first. Pretty good day so far.
I stayed here to fish this same spot and ended up pulling out one more fish, which surprised me when I pulled the tape measure out.
Oh my gosh. 30 inches. Another keeper. You are kidding me. I've never caught so many keepers in one day. Ew. All right, back in he goes. Little fish CPR. You ready to go? There he goes.
Going on my 4th hour of fishing this morning, I'm getting pretty tired. So it's back to the houseboat for some lunch. I'm still after that 50-incher though. So I'm hoping that we can get back out there tonight. The only problem is, looks like we've potentially got thunderstorms and lightning in about 4 hours. And then it's gonna be raining all night until tomorrow morning. So maybe if the rain lets up, we can get out there. If not, one thing's for sure, it's gonna be really good. Oh yeah. Amazing what a quick little power nap will do for you. Also amazing what a little water will do for you. And a little check on resources, as we're not allowed to get any more. The cooler is doing pretty good. I brought 7 gallons of drinking water out here. As of a couple moments ago, I have just finished off my 4th gallon jug of drinking water. We've got plenty of water, plenty of food for now. And despite it being cloudy all day today, we've got plenty of electrical power. I've been really surprised at how much solar comes through the 3 solar panels, even on cloudy days. Like, it's been cloudy all day today, and we've been pulling in 300 watts of solar. We're running a full fridge freezer. I'm charging all sorts of camera gear. It's really cool. That's one of my favorite parts about this boat, is how self-sufficient the electrical is. It's starting to get pretty dark over behind me, and looking at the good old weather app here, we're supposed to see rain in 39 minutes, and then pulling up the radar, dun, 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 it's about 4 p.m. right now, and moving up quickly is some major weather. And then look at the legend, that's like the max. So yeah, we're gonna be riding out some pretty good weather in here. We're also gonna be seeing like 20 to 30 mile an hour winds again. But I have not completed today's photography challenge, and I see something really cool just around the corner there that I would love to get a photo of before it leaves, and I don't know when it leaves. So let's risk it for the biscuit, run out there before the storm. I will try my best to get back here before that starts. All right, I got the photo. Now we just gotta get back before this storm comes in. Whew. What a fun and capable little boat Ponyo is. This thing never ceases to amaze me. We were going through some rough stuff on our way out there and even rougher stuff on the way back. Some good 2-foot chop and just cutting right through it. Something a little bit unexpected happened between my telling you, oh, there's something cool over there that I want to photograph, and leaving to photograph it. It vanished. Completely vanished from the vicinity. I was like, is it over there? Is it over there? Is it over there? And so I sent it about 4 or 5 times further away than I had planned. And we just barely made it back in time. It is just starting to rain right now. Some dedicated fishermen making their way in. That makes me want to go fishing later, but if I do that, I'm just gonna have to commit to getting soaked. You may be wondering what the heck it was I went to go photograph. Well, I had seen some really tall masts out the front door, and ultimately my spontaneous adventure ended up leading me to a rather famous tall ship that Google helped me identify as the SV Dennis Sullivan, the only existing replica of a 19th century Great Lakes schooner. Apparently this beauty was originally launched in Wisconsin, and boy does it look cool. Depending on your definition of cool, this slightly newer boat that I spotted on the beach on my way back is pretty cool in that it's able to drive in and out of the water on its own wheels. I didn't have my camera for this one, but the third and final interesting photo of the day was of these oyster catchers, a bird I don't see too often. Both the wind and the rain have begun to pick up quite a bit, so let's get a little fire going. Right as I finish making this little mood booster, the rain pauses. But this is a good opportunity to go deal with something outside because I just glanced out the window and saw the Ponyo is full of water right now. Thankfully, it only takes a couple minutes to pump the water out, but I've got to stay on top of this because the more water there is in the boat, the lower it sits in the water and the higher the risk of a wave coming over the back and sinking it. Excellent. Right as I finish that up, it starts raining again. Wow, it is coming down out there. And it's getting really wavy and really foggy. I'm watching the fog rolling right now. My visibility is getting shorter and shorter by the second. We've got a minor problem, but it becomes pretty major the more time that goes on. And you can see right now we're pitching and rolling back and forth pretty freaking hard. And that's happening because the tide is going this way and the wind is going this way, and they're fighting each other. One's like, I want to push the boat that way, and one's like, I want to push the boat that way. And it's really unpleasant. The boat is a lot more stable when it is pointing into the waves. The best thing I can do right now, the wind appears to be winning most of the time. So I'm gonna side with the winning team. And I'm gonna go hop in Ponyo with the houseboat anchor, tie the anchor to the houseboat, and I'm gonna pull the houseboat with Ponyo and drop the anchor. And hopefully this will keep the boat pointing in the right direction. Here goes nothing. Ponyo does not have the biggest engine, so pulling the houseboat against the wind and current was quite the struggle, especially as the waves continue to grow bigger and bigger by the minute. I finally got the houseboat straightened out pretty well, so with the engine still running in reverse, I have to come untie the anchor, throw it in, accidentally sending my pump overboard with it, and jump back to man the engine that's still running in reverse. Thankfully, I'm able to retrieve the pump and make it back to the houseboat safely, but with a little bit of a scare. This is treacherous. Oh my gosh. Oh!
Dude, this is gnarly. Holy smokes. I'm actually getting a little bit worried about Ponyo getting swamped and sinking. Let's see if I can't pull in that anchor line to get us straightened out a little bit better. Actually, I'm gonna bring this line over to the other side. I think it'll do a better job straightening us out over there. Oh, this ain't easy, let me tell you. Oh yeah, little by little, we're gonna get it done. I think that's what we want right there.
Now taking a peek around the corner, we're facing directly into the waves, which should make things a little bit more comfortable inside. But when it comes to Ponyo potentially taking on water and sinking,
I'm nervous right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I've shifted extra weight to the front of the boat so that the back sits a little higher in the water.
Any more weight in the front and we're at risk of taking a wave over the bow, as we experienced when I was up in the bow. Oh man, this is not what I expected.
And as I try to stay on top of pumping all the heavy rainwater out of the skiff, these big waves coming through do not make it easy, and honestly get me pretty scared when the back gets super close to going underwater.
Oh, whoa, jeez Louise. I am absolutely drenched. Drenched head to toe. Wet as a dog right now. Boy, am I glad to see this right now. I feel so good. Oh. Cooking hot dogs at 9 o'clock at night. Actually, 10 o'clock at night in the middle of a storm. What the heck am I doing?
In the gunning rig zone or whatever. Also, back in the day, we used to crab all summer, and then CJ had a duck hunting outfit, like a guide service, so I would help him guiding duck hunts all winter.
Oh, that is bright.
It was forecasted to be even windier this morning and all day today,
But somehow, it is a beautiful morning. Nice little breeze coming through. Birds are chirping. It's another beautiful day. Today's objective is actually to move the houseboat to a new location that I've never anchored and spent the night before. But most of the tide has already gone out. We're approaching low tide soon. And to get to the place that I'm thinking of going, we're gonna want it to be high tide, or at least close to it. So the houseboat's gonna stay put here for now.
and in the meantime, we're headed back out to Chode Island to continue working on the ongoing challenges. I still haven't checked any of these off the list, so it's time to get to work. Right as I hopped off the boat, our first wildlife subject presented itself. The cormorant. These funky looking birds are actually expert fishermen. They're able to dive up to 150 feet underwater, but their feathers lack the waterproof oils that other birds have, so they'll be seen standing with their wings drying like this. Looks like these two got in quite the screaming match. I wouldn't mess with this guy. Would you? As I continued exploring, I came across these guys, who seemed to be arguing about who could get into this old, rotten tree first, probably to get food. I saw these guys up in a tree, which felt like a Dr. Seuss book to me, and then a bunch of them flying to another tree. I'm not sure if it's an egret or egret, but I saw him fishing. And as I continued tromping around, I saw some beautiful landscapes, as well as these cedar waxwings, which I hadn't seen before, but I think look pretty cool. Then I ran into this mockingbird. He got all puffy, and then let me get a glimpse of his dinner plans. He asked me for some help cleaning up the restaurant. Some knuckleheads left trash behind. From there, it was off to the beach to find more trash and hopefully some sea glass.
This is it right here. Our 100th piece of trash. And right next to it, our 101st piece of trash. Little flower pot. 102nd. Oh God, that's gross. Oh, whew, that feels good. Obviously, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep picking stuff up that I see. We're at 103 pieces now, and that feels really good. I just have not found a single piece of sea glass on this beach. And it makes sense because sea glass is typically found on the mainland shores where dumping grounds used to be. Well, if this isn't the funniest timing ever. Right after I finish saying that I haven't found a single piece of sea glass, I find this blue piece of glass, but it's still sharp. It has not been turned into sea glass, so we're gonna leave it for that to happen. You have got to be kidding me. Maybe the more you focus on something, the more you see it. Look at that. That is a green piece of glass. It's still like kind of sharp, but maybe she'll like it for something.
Back at the houseboat for lunch, winds have picked up significantly, and our journey to the new location tonight would be a lot smoother if it wasn't blowing 30 mile an hour outside. But beggars can't be choosers, and I've also got my fingers crossed that we're not going to get a major thunderstorm, because I've been hearing thunder all afternoon, and there is one forecasted for 5 o'clock, which is the same time that we're supposed to be moving the houseboat to the new spot. And I can't really change that time too much because we need the tide to get there. More important than the tide, we also need gasoline to get there. And I do not know how much fuel is left in the houseboat's fuel tank, so we're gonna check that after eating. All right, let's get to the bottom of this fuel situation. And, oh, it's pointing towards the empty side more than the full side. It also does not feel like it has a ton of fuel. Maybe a quarter or a third of a tank. I think that's gonna be enough fuel. Not really sure. I do know it's getting kind of dark over that way, which is the same direction that we are headed this evening. Last I talked with you about an hour ago, it was really windy. Now it's like perfectly calm out, no wind, some blue skies, and then like some dark skies. And weather app says we're gonna see heavy rain and a thunderstorm starting in 21 minutes. So I have about 20 minutes to squeeze in a little bit of fun before the crappy weather. It is chilly in there. I'm also a total scaredy cat about swimming in water where I can't see the bottom. I really don't like that, especially when I'm alone. Oh, that feels good though. Next quick bit of fun before that storm hits. Yep, that's right. RC plane time.
Imagine this thing gets struck by lightning. That'd be good.
It was right about this time that our friend Cooper showed up.
Oh boy.
Cooper had set out to do some fishing, but did not see the radar, and it looks like some serious weather is headed this way, so he came by to come ride it out on the houseboat.
Dun dun dun.
Good thing the houseboat is here.
I don't know, if you were anything, I'd probably have to break into Scott.
Now it's coming down.
on, the storm.
Bring it on.
It's weird how flat the water is right now.
Wow.
Like, it's not windy.
Freaky almost.
It was really nice to have the company, but Coop only ended up staying a little while because while a bunch of rain came down, after about 15 minutes, it was right back to sunny skies. Now, it's time to leave the safety of our friend's mooring and head off on a new adventure. Well, we're moving along nicely here. We're getting pretty close to the mooring locations that I went and scouted out. Just up around the bend here. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful spot to anchor up. It's definitely crazy moving this thing. Gets my heart racing every time. Feels like butterflies in my stomach. I just can't describe this feeling. It's surreal. We are just about at the mooring location. There's just one problem. There's a bunch of guys fishing back here right now, and I can't just pull up and anchor on them, blow up their spot right now. I ended up just waiting a couple minutes, and everyone moved on to another spot. I guess patience is a virtue. We made it to the spot. Maybe I'll motor just a tiny bit further up to drop anchor. And now we just need our anchors to set and hold so we don't drift off in the middle of the night. I can either put this on the right cleat or the left cleat, or I could tie it onto that yoke, but I kind of like being able to adjust it easily with the cleat, and it gives us a little bit of control over how the boat points into the wind. So I think I'm just gonna do the port cleat right now, which should help the boat turn a little bit more this way. What did I tell you? Completely spun us around to the right so we can take in that beautiful sunset. Perfect. Now I just need to figure out where the wind is going to be coming from tonight and tomorrow, and figure out where I want to place my stern anchor, because we probably don't want to be spinning around in a huge circle. Well, there goes the sun. Another absolutely gorgeous sunset from out here on the water. Each spot is just a little bit different, and I love when I'm able to catch the sun setting west over the water like this, even from the East Coast. I also love seeing a little day moon action. How cool is that? And this gorgeous island, beautiful clouds. I'm hopeful that this island holds our objective for tomorrow. Look at that cool duck hunting shack out there. But that's super cool to stay out there. Well, I am just beyond conflicted what to do right now. In the interest of getting to sleep at a decent hour, I don't know. I was gonna say in the interest of getting good sleep, I should just cook dinner and eat right now. But this is also like prime time fishing as the sun's setting. And I haven't been able to shake that goal of getting a 50-inch striped bass. That would be really cool. All right, so clearly I'm not doing what any sensible person would do and cook dinner, seeing as the sun has set. I am headed out fishing, but I'm setting a hard rule, 1 hour maximum, hard max. We should be back before then, ideally. And this is a little bit risky of me, seeing as I haven't really tested that anchor very much there. And it should really have a second anchor, a stern anchor, but I cannot be driving around in this boat without an anchor, because God forbid the engine broke down or something like that. I need to be able to throw an anchor out and hold myself from drifting out to sea. So 1 hour, hard max,
get back, attach the stern anchor to the houseboat, cook up dinner. Sound good? Sounds perfectly good to me. Got a beautiful sunset on one side, and on the other we got a lightning storm up in those clouds. That is so cool. 1 hour later, not a single bite out here. Not a single one. And our time's up, so time to head back. By the time I got back to the houseboat, a little bit of wind had picked up, but it was no problem, and I got that stern anchor rigged up. All right, we are in pretty good shape right now. We're all anchored up with a bow and stern anchor. And looking at the map here, we are a little bit closer to this island and the shallow water than I had hoped, especially looking at the Apple satellite view here. And based on the wind forecast, we're gonna get pushed towards that shallow water there. And as the tide goes out, we're gonna gain slack in the anchor lines, which is gonna let the boat drift a little bit further towards the shallows. So we'll see tomorrow how I did. However, right now, it is time to cook up an absurdly late dinner yet again at 11 p.m. I'm down to my last 2 burgers and my last crown of fresh broccoli. You know what I ran out of? Ketchup. I wonder what we have. We've got olive oil, baking soda, tartar sauce, and cocktail sauce. It's pretty much ketchup, right? I guess we should probably try it on 1 burger. That was a lot. I don't know why I did that much. Whatever, we're just gonna commit at this point. Kind of good, actually. A little bit of dried pineapple and some trail mix for dessert. I accidentally fell asleep on the couch / bench seat / bed. If you've seen any of the previous houseboat videos, you might know I was really fortunate to have a whole bunch of friends and family present the day that this thing went into the water for the first time, including my grandfather Gigi. Gigi was a wealth of information, especially when it came to the sea and the sky, sharing all sorts of knowledge from birding to fishing to boating safety and navigation, tides, currents, you name it. If there's something to be known about a boat, Gigi would tell you about it. Unfortunately, I lost the audio for this part. The gist of it is some heartfelt stories about Gigi, a note that this is an old shirt of his, and that below the bench seat is an old pair of Gigi's binoculars that we'll be putting to use in today's challenge, along with this jerry-rigged camera polarizer lens, because today's challenge is to view and photograph a bald eagle in honor of Gigi. Oh my gosh, what is that? Where did it go? I think that is a mother and father osprey feeding their young up in that nest. We've got about 3 hours to low tide right now, which will be the beginning of the best time of day to see an eagle, hopefully. I did just read online that the most likely time of year to spot a bald eagle around these parts is December and January, because lakes and ponds freeze over during that time. But here, the Essex River continues to flow because it's salt water, and the tide flows in and out.
However, there are about 100 territorial pairs that live around these parts year-round, and that's what we're hoping to see today. My family and I like to believe that Gigi's spirit has passed on to certain birds like hawks and ospreys and eagles. And so I'm hoping we'll see him today in eagle form. Whoa, you guys! There is a fox or a coyote out there right now. I need to get a photo of this. Wow. There he goes. Running off into the distance. Holy smokes, guys. There's a big group of big birds flying in right now over the hill there. There's definitely some ospreys in there. I'm not sure if there's an eagle. Hopefully they come in closer to the flats here. We're beginning to approach low tide here, about an hour or so out, and you can see it's getting pretty shallow. Well, it's officially low tide, and I would say we absolutely nailed our anchoring position here. I mean, check this out, ready? Look at that. That's awesome. It's only shin deep, but we're still just barely floating here. Felt good to get off the boat and go stretch my legs for the first time in close to 24 hours now. But the longer I sit here waiting, looking for any sign of an eagle, the more unsure I become of seeing one at all. I keep thinking, oh my gosh, 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 there's a bald eagle, there's a bald eagle, oh my gosh, guys, there's a bald eagle. Okay, right over here, there's a bald eagle. He's hunting for something right on the shore. Oh my gosh. All right, I've got my camera. Let's see if we can get a photo. Oh, he just took off. He's coming right by the houseboat. This is insane. Wow, he's coming around the other side. Check it out, guys. Look at that. That is America's bird right there, the bald eagle. Wow. That is so cool.
Hello?
Mimi.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, it's been a crazy day with...
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'll bet you do.
You'll never guess what I just spotted with Gigi's binoculars and managed to photograph for the first time.
A whale?
No. I not only saw a pair of ospreys today, but I just spotted and photographed a bald eagle.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yep. Oh, it was just so cool.
I'm sure that's Gigi.
Yep.
Coming along for the ride.
The crazy part is, oh my gosh, that's a bald eagle. No way. On day one, I came to this same spot to scope out the anchoring location, and I saw the very same bald eagle fishing out on the flats. And so, Gigi has been watching over me since Sunday, since I saw him.
That's right.
Yep. And now he's saying farewell. Farewell until next time, that is.
That's right. Until we meet again.
That's right.
Well, that's wonderful, Jake. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm very touched.
That's the best thing ever right there. Sharing things with people. I am so honored to be able to share these builds and these crazy adventures with you. And I'm sure with more supplies, I could live out here for 5, 10, 15, 30 more days if I had to. But to the same token of being able to share these adventures with you through video and these experiences with my family over the phone, this houseboat was not built for one person to live on alone. It was built with friends and family in mind, room for multiple people, 2 levels, plenty of space along both sides for more boats to tie up, and that's why we're headed out the back door to put the engine down, fire it up, and head on home until next time.